Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a packed episode of Game of Thrones, Season 3, Episode 3, titled Walk of Punishment. If you're short on time but need to know what went down, you're in the right place. This episode juggles multiple storylines across Westeros and beyond, setting the stage for major power shifts and delivering some truly unforgettable and frankly shocking moments for some key characters. Let's get straight into the recap. The episode kicks off somberly at River Run with the funeral of Lord Hoster Tully, the father of Catelyn Stark and Brynden the Blackfish. We see Catelyn, Robb, and the Blackfish gather as Hoster's body is sent off on a boat and set alight in the traditional Tully manor. Inside the castle, Robb and the Blackfish discuss strategy, with the Blackfish urging Robb to try and lure the mountain into the west. Catelyn also reflects on her father, her family history, and her missing brother Brandon, finding comfort in her uncle's presence, who encourages her to be strong for Robb. Down in King's Landing, a surprise small council meeting is called by Tywin Lannister. Much to the astonishment of Cersei and Tyrion, Tywin appoints Tyrion as the new Master of Coin, putting him in charge of the kingdom's notoriously empty coffers. This leads to some classic Tyrion interactions later in the episode, including a revealing chat with Littlefinger about secrets and finances, and a rather awkward visit to a brothel with Bronn and poor, bewildered Podrick Payne, who somehow manages to impress the ladies so much they refuse payment. Out in the woods, Catelyn is traveling back with her captive, Jaime Lannister, tied together on horseback. Their journey is abruptly interrupted when they are captured by soldiers of the Brotherhood Without Banners. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the wilderness, Arya Stark, traveling with the Hound, crosses paths with members of the Brotherhood at an inn. Here, Hot Pie decides to stay behind to pursue his true calling as a baker. Before parting ways, he gives Arya a touching gift, a loaf of bread baked in the shape of a dire wolf. Beyond the wall, we briefly see Gilly tending to Samwell Tarly's arm. Further north, Jon Snow, Tormund Giantsbane, and others come across a horrifying sight. Hundreds of dead men and severed horse heads arranged in a chilling spiral by the wildlings. Tormund orders a captured member of the Night's Watch to teach them how to climb the wall as part of their invasion plan. Across the narrow sea, Daenerys Targaryen arrives in Astapor, observing crucified slavers. Driven by her ambition, she intends to purchase the entire army of the Unsullied, the legendary slave soldiers. During negotiations with a brutal slave trader, Daenerys makes a bold and shocking proposal. She offers one of her dragons in exchange for all the Unsullied, a decision that deeply concerns her advisors, Barristan Selmy and Jorah Mormont. Back on the coast at Dragonstone, Stannis Baratheon and Melisandre discuss the sacrifices needed to win the Iron Throne. Melisandre continues to emphasize the power of her magic, strongly hinting that King's blood is essential for her plans. Now, for the two moments that truly defined this episode with their brutality. Theon Greyjoy, held captive, is being cruelly manipulated by Ramsay Snow, who is pretending to help him escape. Ramsay gives Theon a horse and tells him to ride east to his sister. However, Theon is ambushed by his supposed pursuers, who are in fact Ramsay's own men. The episode culminates in a horrific scene where Theon is captured and suffers a brutal castration at their hands. And finally, Jaime Lannister and Brienne of Tarth, now captives of Locke and his men, face a grim fate. Locke dismisses Brienne's claims about her mission and has her brutally beaten. Recognizing Jaime's significance, Locke orders his hand unbound, only to have him reshackled and threatened. In a shocking and pivotal moment, Locke brutally uses a carving knife to hack off Jaime's sword hand. So, Walk of Punishment certainly lived up to its name for some characters. Jaime Lannister loses the very thing that defined him, his sword hand. Theon Greyjoy endures horrific torture and mutilation by Ramsay Snow, setting him on a dark path. Daenerys makes a massive, risky play by offering a dragon for an army. And Tyrion is left to untangle the crown's disastrous finances. The episode leaves many key figures in precarious and dramatically altered states, shifting the power dynamics across multiple fronts. That's our quick recap of Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 3. Let us know which storyline you found most impactful in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next recap.